The woman in the white cloak. It was a quiet night in a small Moroccan village, the kind where the streets fell into silence after the last call to prayer. The only sounds that remained were the occasional rustling of palm trees and the distant howls of stray dogs. Youssef, a young man returning late from his cousin's wedding, walked alone through the dimly lit alleyways. His footsteps echoed against the ancient stone walls, and the cold night air sent a chill down his spine. He had heard the stories before, stories of the woman in the white cloak, a figure said to appear to those who walked alone at night. Some claimed she was the spirit of a lost soul, while others whispered that she was something far worse. Youssef had never believed in such tales. Just old village superstitions, he muttered to himself, quickening his pace. But as he turned a corner, his heart nearly stopped. There, standing beneath the flickering glow of a street lamp, was a woman draped in a long white cloak. She was facing away from him, her posture unnaturally still. Her cloak billowed slightly, though there was no wind. Youssef hesitated. Something about her presence felt wrong. His instincts screamed at him to turn around, to run, but his curiosity held him in place. "Madam," he called out hesitantly. The woman did not respond. A cold dread crawled up his spine. He took a step forward, then another. As he drew closer, an eerie sensation settled over him, the air around her felt heavier, suffocating. Then, without warning, the woman began to turn. But something was terribly wrong. Her movements were too slow, too deliberate, as if the very fabric of reality struggled to accommodate her. When she finally faced him, Youssef's breath caught in his throat. There was no face beneath the hood, only darkness, a void that seemed to pull at his soul. A sudden gust of icy wind surged through the alley, extinguishing the street lamp above them. Youssef stumbled backward, his heartbeat thundering in his ears. The woman in the white cloak took a step toward him, her presence radiating an unbearable sense of dread. That was enough. Youssef turned and ran faster than he ever had in his life. The alley stretched endlessly before him, his legs burning, his mind screaming. He didn't dare look back. When he finally reached his home, he slammed the door shut and collapsed against it, gasping for breath. His mother, startled by the noise, rushed to his side. "What happened, Youssef?" she asked, concern in her eyes. For a moment, he couldn't speak. Then, shaking, he whispered, "The woman in the white cloak, she's real." His mother's face paled. She reached for his hand, gripping it tightly. "You saw her," she murmured. "Then you are lucky, my son." Youssef swallowed hard. "Lucky?" She nodded gravely. "Those who look into the darkness of her face, never return." A shiver ran through him. That night, Youssef lay awake, unable to shake the memory of the faceless void, wondering how close he had come to never making it home at all.